And it's already begun. Someone has started tic-tac-toe.
At least I didn't start Connect 4.
Wait, you
Could you at least use straight lines, please?
Guys, knock it off. Stop drawing on map.
So apparently something in my TSB IFA folder is not downloaded.
Then go and sort it out. We
Yay.
can. By saying something isn't downloaded, well, that tells me literally nothing.
That's all I can say is F and cringe.
I actually thought we were the good guys this time.
We're the British. We're not good.
Yeah.
Who needs to be the good
British
guys when you can be the British?
In speech marks.
Feels
Are
like
we the baddies?
Yes. Alright, here's the deal. Actually, we'll wait for more people to appear. We got a few hourglasses. Give another 20 seconds.
Well, that's not happening. Fuck.
Hunter, why are you alone in Charlie? I mean, Delta.
That is a good question. Alright, so here's the brief. You guys are at the We Are Here marker over on that nice little hill. You have 4 squads, so 4 Bren carriers and then 2 medics with the medical jeep. Your job today will be to go and take the airfield that is labeled on the map. If you want a little bit more in-depth, you can hit the tasks button and see a little write-up. Reminder, this is 1 life. If you crash and come back, I'll try to teleport you up to the group. Outcast will be co-Zeusing with me today. If you die, feel free to come watch on the stream. Otherwise, when it is quote-unquote index, you'll see me and Outcast drive up to your position in friendly, what are they called, jeeps, and we'll just tell you that, hey, you know, other British forces have decided instead of falling back to attack with you and blah blah blah. So you're going to be fighting Falmanjäger today. I also included a few half-tracks and light vehicles that could be paradropped. So keep on a lookout for those. Also, you have a limited amount of time to organize because in 5 minutes, there will be 2 squads that walk up to the position you start in. So be quick about it. Any questions?
No GC, so we can just act.
Send in
We can, as long as we let each other squads know what
You
we
can act individually, but I would recommend you coordinate with other squads because it's going to be a bloodbath otherwise.
Alright.
Any other questions?
Other side objectives?
Do you see any side objectives listed?
That's what I just asked.
That's fair.
What kind of stuff would the enemies will have?
They are German airborne, so anything that they could have gotten onto this island via a plane is there, so probably not any tanks. Any other questions?
Any confirmed civilians still in the AO, or just full fighting for everyone?
It's a good question. I haven't seen any civs in the AO. They've probably run away from the Germans, so probably not, at least in your sector.
Should
Total
we
War Doctrine?
Say those questions again. You spoke over each other.
Total War Doctrine?
No, you're trying to keep infrastructure intact.
Roger.
we only need the TSB IFA mod set?
Yes.
That is not a question pertaining to my brief. Good luck, have fun.
Send in Goat Team 6.
All right, Music
I'm
Life,
dead.
thanks for the 6-month resub. And Cy Werewolf, thanks for gifting a random sub out. And it looks like went to Going Kinkajo 2. I hope you both keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one. Aye. Does your Zeus work? Oh, you're crashing, Cack. Outcast.
It works.
Okay, cool. Getting Zeus.
Zeus.
Alright, so right off the bat, when it's one life op like this, where I have them spawn in with the description extension so they don't spawn on a position, I always delete bodies immediately. Because our happy little chuckle fucks here like to loot bodies of the dead and, you know, dupe their machine guns, and I balance things for a reason. Anyway, also what we have here is a lot of the stuff, since it's, you know, in fortifications, whatnot, especially the trenches, I've pre-built a lot of it. If you notice, north of the town of Aldera, there are 2 squads walking up the road. That's the attack I mentioned. They're going to basically move up this MSR and eventually move up to their position. You can track those markers going in. Our radios should be preset to 250. No, they're not. Okay. I'm still working on that module for TFAR, but not all the squad leaders have an LR. They've got some people already looking up the MSR. They're going to get organized. I saw 3 squads taken, and Hunter went into Delta on his own, I guess, to nab the Bren gun, but that just makes it a little harder to organize. I will admit, though, that the Bren carriers... Good check. The Bren carriers can fit 11 people, though, so he could always bundle up in an extra squad, but, yeah.
But with the IFA mod set, why is it when I look down at the map and zoom in and Zeus, like, it gives me all those...
All the green, yeah, that's part of the mod set itself. That's marking all the bushes and trees on the map. It's a little ridiculous, but that's just something you gotta work with.
It's a little annoying.
Yeah. But anyway, all the kits are custom built. If you go to the northwestern corner of the map, I've got an aircraft carrier down. It's just the Freedom because they're not going to see it, but it has all the planes I'm going to use, any of the light vehicles I'm going to use, and then pre-made kits. It's a squad and a sniper team. There are 4 sniper teams deployed all throughout this map, pre-garrisoned with a set AI mode module. I use set AI mode modules because when I can make them in 3DIN, if I remote control a unit or the squad leader, it'll break from the garrison if I remote control an individual unit, and if I remote control a squad leader, it breaks the entire squad from the garrison. So if you notice, I have all the units grouped together in the trenches at the airfield. So if they go and take the central airfield, I can then just remote control the squad leader of that entire group, and then they'll all break out of the trenches and converge on the squad leader's position, which is in front of the airfield in between where the players are most likely going to come from and the airfield itself. So this was something I threw together a few hours ago, but we're going to basically have them take the airfield. We're going to then fly a few planes over there. We don't have a transport plane because it got deleted when IFA did its massive deletion. So if you look all the way at the plane on the left, it's that's meant to be a big bomber, but I cleared out its central inventory to make it look like it's just a transport plane. So I'm probably going to fly those with limited crew, and I intend for them to get shot down by the AA guns because there's not really any US or UK AAA.
So this is Bravo. What do you want Bravo to be doing for this?
So we'll be doing a little bit of creative end keying if they get shots lined up. Other important things to note on the airfield, I do have an AT turret looking up the MSR to the south. I doubt they'll run into it, but in case they do, it's there. The central half-track on the airfield itself, that is a Flamenwaffen, so we might RC that later and burn some of them to death. I gotta be a little careful with it, though, because that thing will insta-kill people, which is something you normally want to avoid in a one-life op, but I mean for that to be something to freak them out. But, yeah, it might score a random kill, so we'll see how things go, but otherwise they're running 3 squads in the medical Vic on the rear. We'll just have to see how things go. Yeah, so they're going to go down the MSR and go on the right side. They already spotted a couple wagon with an MG, and they're going to flank it from the, from the right side. All right. Not a bad idea, but if you notice, I did reinforce the airfield on that side because I had a feeling.
Also noticing, like, small little sniper teams here and there that are...
Yep, there are 4 total. And I can always spawn more, because I have them put up. So, what I'll say is, because it's a one life, I generally don't shoot to kill. I let them kind of make their own mistakes. So, I'm going to ask that if you do RC something, kind of shoot around them, and if they don't get it, After 5 seconds, then shoot them in the leg a few times, and if they still don't get it, then you can kill them. But, you know, they get really salty when they look back on the VOD and see that I just dunked them outright in a one-life situation, so... What's going to be really funny about this is they're going to run right into the 2 squads that are moving right up to them. They're even going to dismount, so this is going to turn into Bloodbath City. So if you see the sniper team that's on the northwestern corner, one of them's a sniper, another one's a spotter, feel free to take that sniper and just start dunking.
Carol, I'm going to hold off. Why does the sniper have a flashlight? Wait.
That's not a flashlight. That's the spotter. That's a little ZF scope at the end. Yeah, it's silly. It's meant to be a little spotter scope. See, on the bright side, now I can order the half-track to move up with the convoy of dudes, but they're probably not going to do that, so I might RC the driver for a second just to move that Vic up.
Could wait until the infantry get in contact with the guys, wait a couple seconds, and then realistically, that's what they'd have directly behind the squad.
Charlie here. Construct guys on the west side of the road. Keep eyes down the slope because there's contact, so confirmed down that way.
Alright, I'm gonna move the half-track up.
Alpha's in contact and moving into town to take counter jump. We'll keep eyes north flank, you guys look west. We'll be assisting after.
Yes, Outcast is the cozy, so you can also see his POV on the multi-twitch.
Medical team got 1 time packed down at the front line, all driving back.
So, do you delete enemy bodies quickly too, or do you...
No, I leave them for a while. I wait till the players move on past them. The reason for that is one of my biggest pet peeves is when I go up to a body while the server has like an auto-delete script, and it deletes like some dude with AT that I desperately need. I've had 3 different instances where that will literally screw me over. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna RC a gun.
Charlie, carrier. Just letting you know we're on net. Oh, thanks, fuck.
Sorry, just doing a spray with the MG on that gun.
No, I'm gonna need you to push up, engage with MG on infantry contacts on the road. Read.
So I've got that that far western squad. I'm gonna have to come around, try to flank them in the rear. Might also RC that marksman in a second if you haven't already.
We can't risk our only response.
No, you're doing that right now. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, take them out.
Sorry, just realizing I'm a part of Bravo, but yeah, Bravo carrier. Understood.
Alright, so he'll be doing some RC stuff.
Church on the right side of the road.
Copy. On the way. On the way.
Possibly.
Have that Vic start coming up.
Fucking shit out of the back end of that. Vic's been dealt with, so you can push up. Pushing forward, Bravo, read.
Oh, I just shot a guy right in the face.
Push on my Vic, Charlie Vic. Tell him to get on the fucking horn.
So I just saw one guy hit him.
Nice to have you on board.
Oh. So I threw that short to freak him out. But yeah, they don't want to get too close, because otherwise I will blow stuff up. Otherwise they are blowing through that, which is good. And I still have more squads on the side to send, should I need them. But for now, let's give them the town. I'm going to have this group come in on their rear.
Roger. On the way.
Now, every squad does have a radio, so I will be, you know, using a little bit of coordination here, but we'll see how things go. But how are you guys doing? Sorry, I was, dealing with, stuff. Freaking shot him in the face. I'm surprised he survived that. But otherwise, for the most part, looks like they're pushing up just fine. think Outcast is running that guy down a bit. I'm gonna RC this dude. And we'll see how things go. I'm thinking after this, guys, I'm probably gonna take a small break. I gotta set up some stuff for whatchamacallit. Some tax stuff, and then we'll do some more Project 12 development.
Alpha's clearing west side of town, so far so good, no enemies. Bravo's clearing southwest. Charlie's holding northern position.
Yeah, so he just shot up here, hit a few dudes.
My vehicle to stay on the north side covering that.
Now those guys are moving up with that Vic because I think they're late joiners. Decent, just wondering how the Germans got heavy equipment other than... Yeah, so, I just claimed that the Germans were able to paratrop in a few vehicles, but nothing too heavy. Big parachutes. Alright, big parachutes. Let's go with that. Yeah, I know, Tootie. Yeah, I know you can't understand it, but big parachutes. Alright, that's all you need to know.
Cover this road west. If anyone gets this on the medics, tell them to get their asses in the CCP marked on map. That way we can at least have people pulling bodies there in case. We can pull them off the line, fix them up, and send them back out. Read.
Hey Liru, I have an interview at a local-ish airsoft field on the 15th. Wish me luck.
Charlie's holding fast north side. Bravo, read it.
Good luck, Random Stone.
Bravo is clearing out southwest.
I'll admit, I don't know what you're interviewing for, but hope you get it nonetheless.
There has been some light contact, yes. This is,
what is this Chad doing? Oh, well, he just got shot in the back, so. So he's taking, this is Outcast here, taking pot shots at some of these guys. I mean, his shots are landing close. I think they're pointing them out, too. He did just hit, Hey, feel free to start, like, actually killing them. Like, aim for the head and whatnot, because they're just standing there taking it, you know?
It's Alpha. We think it might be just a sniper team. Suggest we can load up and move on. Push while we have the momentum.
Solid copy. On the way.
Actually, no. We're gonna send them over here.
On the way.
Alpha, this is Charlie. Charlie's mine is on focus.
What the heck are they doing to that Bren carrier?
Battle shot. It's been pulling up to the fucking junction up ahead, then pulling up northeast. Having a look at preliminary scan at fucking airfields, an entire fucking entrenched position. Attacking from the southwest is suicide. Should we remount, or do you want us all on foot? Remount for the time being. Push onto the line that I drew out earlier. We have a large amount of smoke down to the west.
So each infantry, the general grenades they have out of 3 types, they got Gannon bombs, they have mill bombs, and wow, I think he just dropped tumbleweed.
Charlie's moving.
And they also have number 72s, I believe, which caused that smoke.
Alpha's loading up.
So yeah, these two guys, they gotta get up with the group. These guys are coming around this flank, so we do have a squad right here. And after I notice that they're going for this field, I got things to push down from this avenue. Why is there a can of Red Gull? I think that's northwestern front, just teleporting stuff around.
Charlie's just about to just up the road by above Farmstead right now. It's got a good overhang on watching the ingress route.
And once they started pulling out binos and standing out in the open, I started.
Yeah, that's when you start hitting them because they don't have anything to engage you. So.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with them having binos out for like a couple seconds, but then after that, if they're still standing in the open as they're being shot at, that's
yeah,
when they need.
Yeah. So now they're moving on from the town, so I'm just gonna delete bodies behind them. I like to keep wrecks though, if applicable, but I think nope, the half-track wreck's still there. I've also had plenty of instances where I'll be standing behind a wreck praying to God I don't get hit by a machine gun, and then the wreck despawns and I get oofed. Those were fun memories.
Charlie's already disbanded that guys just in case we get into a fucking good fight.
I'm gonna send the sniper
Bravo's
back. You can
slowly
regroup
moving
with
down
the
the
other
hill.
Sniper team.
Yeah. I'm gonna start spawning squads from the other 2 zones and walking them in.
Solid copy. Solid
Why
copy.
is it I'm seeing cans of Red Gold occasionally?
So I actually just mentioned that's something from the Northwestern Fronts mod. It's just a feature. It just works. Also, if you want, when contact begins, because you see that vehicle about to go up to that squad, we can take the sniper team to the left and we can turn them around and get a few pot shots.
This question is like I've noticed like Red Gold pops up in this, but I also noticed Fanta pops up in the Unsung mod. Is that just another thing?
I think it's just a meme they do. No one can really explain that.
Okay. Oh, they just got engaged. I'm gonna take them.
Yep, so feel free to take the sniper, I'll take the spotter. My wee little scope!
This is Alpha, we run into enemy squad. Alpha, please do not be playing Demolition Derby. My guys are lighting into that area and I'd rather not fucking deck you. Problems here.
Alright, so
On the way. Copy.
we're gonna know they're coming from that angle now. I'm gonna keep that group defensive over there. That would be my AT.
Bravo pulling back. We have sighted a tank on to the right.
Ooh.
Yep, considering the explosions that are happening.
Just a scout
Fine,
car.
could be a secondary thing, but somebody said tank. I'm moving back.
Yeah, that's just the one scout car I have in the entire AO.
Because there was something that they wanted to make sure was there or not anymore.
Now it's engaging the medical vehicle. Oh, that's gonna create a very nasty kill zone. I thought it was my my AT thing right there, but whew. Well, actually behaved like a vehicle. So I'm not sure if you're still RCing. Feel free to if you still are, but the one scout car I had just dunked one of their Bren carriers. It's actually kind of beautiful.
All the way over there?
Yeah. The one scout car.
Okay.
And then it started firing at the medic vehicle, but thankfully it dodged. I hope they don't lose that, because that's their, they need that. So we might see some KIAs here.
looks like Caleb's already dead.
Well, he's just unconscious in the Vic. I think they're trying to pull him. No, they're not. Fabit's down. And I'm watching to see if Silver Dragon comes where I'll TP him to.
Fabit's having armor issues. Like, Stewie tried picking him up and then just ragdolled on top of Stewie.
Nah, it's because Fabit's in the wake-up glitch where it doesn't calculate your wake-up properly. So that's him, like, re-ragdolling. That's just ace.
Well,
I don't know why it does that, it's just how it works.
Oh.
Yes, Tootie, and they decided to bring one to this AO, okay?
Stewie literally just got armored by Fabit when Fabit did the wake-up thing.
That's an oof.
Oh, in situations like that, would you do the full heal on the guy?
I only do a full heal if they tell me.
If they tell you, okay.
Who is that? That's Silver, right? Yeah. So this has given me quite a bit of time to run my units up here. These guys, we know something's up over there, so I'm going to call them around. And we're going to just do a little bit of encirclement. Alright, I'm going to RC this guy. Send them down there. Ooh, we just got blown up. Looks like Caleb was waiting for the cook-off to end. Fabit's being medicked up. Still this guy engaging some dudes over here. Let's see. Now we're hearing the Bren guns firing off. See, this is going to piss Tootie off a lot until he thinks about what's going on. So yeah, Tootie, we have Bren guns at the previously British-controlled airfield that the Falcon Jaeger have commandeered. How do you like that? Oh, okay, so we won't bitch about that one. Glad we could get on the same page there. Yeah, these guys are still in the patrol stance. I'm gonna move them.
So, which one did you say was the Flammenwaffe?
The one in the center of the airfield. We're gonna keep that there.
I'm not seeing the one in the center of the airfield.
Solid copy.
It's by the one building on the airfield.
Well, that's not the center of the airfield.
That... Bruh.
Doesn't look like a Flammenwaffe, that looks like an MG40.
It's literally select it, click edit, and it's gonna say Flammenwaffe. It is a re-chambered Flammenwaffe, okay?
Bravo,
trust me.
We found the rest
You just
of Bravo.
gotta trust me.
Moving on.
Didn't know the
towards
Germans
Alpha
made Dragon's Breath for MG42s.
Yeah, it's one of those amazing things that you just don't know about.
Oh, the recoilless rifle just tried firing at that vehicle.
Yeah, it looks like they got shot to shit. I'm gonna move a gun here, 1 second. Well, this is a mass cas. This was honestly the worst ingress vector they could have chosen because they're all in a really tight position right in front of a machine gun.
I've noticed on Altus the worst thing you could possibly do is use the tall grass because the AI can still see you and you can't.
Well, see, they're not... They're keyholing through small elements of the tall grass, and they have Bren carriers, so they decided a very nasty...
Understood.
Yeah. Now the Bren carriers are getting knocked out. But, you know, I want you to point something out to you. Look at all the fortifications on the southern side, and now look at all the fortifications at the northern side. Do you see that wide gap?
On the southern side.
On the northwestern side of the airfield, where I don't have any fortifications, you know? So if you scout it out, it should be obvious where you should attack from, right?
Oh yeah, you got to do a flank all the way around, but that's a flank in hostile territory.
Well, yeah, but they've got Bren carriers, don't they? So they can maneuver. Because you would assume in that hostile territory, the center of it is the airfield, right? I mean, if you look, there's actually a gap in between the enemy territories. Like, you know? It's almost like I made it that way.
I don't think it's as obvious as you would like to make it.
Well, I mean, they all just charge the... Yeah.
Oh, the Bren carrier that got blown up is now being outflanked by a squad.
Yeah. Because they assaulted the one fixed gun in the entire AO. Ah.
Silver Dragon or Hunter, as applicable. Tumbleweed crashed out.
Yeah, I'm teleporting him up. Stand by. I mean, look around the entirety of the AO. Like, that's the one scout car with the one AT. You know, there wasn't really any recon done. They just went in, and it didn't really work out for them.
Copy.
Now, one of the squads I called from the eastern flank are finally coming in. They're going to box in this other group.
Wilco.
Oh, this is ugly.
There's only 3 guys up, and all 3 of them are medicing. That other group. They have maybe a squad with the guys.
No, this is GG, to be perfectly honest.
No, this is basically
On the way.
Because you see those 5 guys that are in the elephant grass behind the main group? Yeah, I'm having them come up behind. We're boxing them in. Tumbleweed doesn't notice that he's got dudes right in front of him. Oh my god. Handguns being drawn, you name it.
Who's this machine gunner Tapper with?
The Bren carrier is literally running dudes over. Grenades are being thrown. Oh, there's the Bren going right in front of the Vic.
We managed to get 2 of the guys out.
Solid copy. Solid copy.
Well, that was bound to happen.
Yep. And there's the mass disconnect of people dying. We still got a few people in the fight, but... Oh, man. My point is, if they scouted out the airfield, they would have. I mean, is this level with me? Is this Vic? What is it? This armored car? Like, did I try to hide this in any way?
Oh, it's sitting out there in the open.
Literally in the MSR, right next to the damn thing. You know, if there was any form of recon that was done, this would have been avoided.
On the way.
I'm gonna start changing my Zeus style a bit to be, you know, on the obvious MSRs and approaches I identify, I'm gonna put, like, you know, the toughest asset I have going there. And I've done that here and there. But, you know, sometimes when the players don't do any recon, it really fucks them. Jesus, it just fired a shot at Stewie. My other squad from the frickin' western flank finally got here. I'm throwing that in. I'm gonna chase him down with the armored car. We're gonna wrap this up. Oh, it just kicked me out. All right. We'll talk about it in debrief, Nim. This is Market Garden all over again, yeah, right?
Hello, is there anybody on this net? This is Alpha Vic. Is there anyone on the net?
Alright, I'm gonna drive it back. Whew. Well, at least this gives me some time to go do the tax thingies, and then I can come back and do more Project 12 stuff. There's another squad of Falmjäger coming in.
Did you just kill like 3 of the guys leaving the AO?
No, I was driving around the, whatchamacallit.
Three friendly dudes that made it past the We Are Here marker and made it halfway between We Are Here marker and our friendly airfield that were just like insta-killed.
Heck. Wasn't me. Oh, Thule just missed his one-on-one shot! Oh, damn. This is just brutal. This is high. If anyone's still alive, start pulling back. We are going to do the original plan and retreat from the island. I still can't believe out of everywhere you guys went, you went right to where the one armored car was. And where the one static AT launcher was. Like, it was just on the MSR. It's not funny, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just shrugging here. Like, what did you expect? Hey, on the bright side, I mean, we didn't, I didn't have to worry about accidentally insta-killing them with the Flammenwaffe, so that's a plus. Oh, you little shit. You're ordering the AI right on top of him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Outcast.
Okay.
On the way. On the way.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point, but don't do that.
The thought process behind it was he was firing earlier, and then he was ducking in and out of the tall grass.
Okay, if the AI already saw him previously, then it's okay, but like if they have no reason to know that they're there, for example, then you shouldn't do that. Get him with the machine gun. Now we're shooting to kill because we're cleaning house. So I forgot to mention, on the really rare off chance we have the op go like this, then it's okay to start shooting to kill, because at that point you're cleaning house.
On the way. Copy. Understood.
So some AI aren't moving because they're part of a squad. Let's see, I'll give it another few minutes and then we'll go upstairs, but we're just cleaning house at this point. Who pinged me?
Shadow ping.
He had to re-download the mod. Oh, that's... Yeah, it's okay, guys. I'm gonna come in a little late. Comes in late. Everyone's dead. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we? Here, I got some marks and I'm gonna run up.
Copy. On the way.
So some of these units I broke apart individually.
On the way. On the way.
Push this Vic up to him. Well, how's chat doing? Since I'm now just resorting to killing everybody. Just gonna go up this hill, get some really bad miles per gallon. Give him a chance to cannonball me. Bavarian, why are you salty? It's a great day.
What is Babbitt doing? Babbitt, get in the ground trigger.
You know, at least for me personally, you know, the sun's out, the birds are chirping.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Go Babbitt. Go Babbitt. No. Babbitt disabled the...
Yeah, I know, I was driving it.
vehicle, which I think actually is what's going to save the other guys from being able to get out. Why
Nope.
are you guys stopping?
Nope, they're going back for him.
Get out of the AO.
Oh my god.
Sacrifice be in
His
vain.
sacrifice is going to totally be in vain.
Why? They're fighting an airfield full of dudes. They can bring in more dudes.
It's okay, I'll go wrap this up.
So then you got this guy who's dabbing on Babbitt. Wow.
Well. Are they all down? Yeah, I just ran up and grenaded the frickin' Bren carrier, so. Whew. This is gonna be a fun debrief.
Through my veins.
Salt.
Well.
We're salty.
So, I'm just gonna state what I saw in the AO. Let me just get on TeamSpeak. I'm gonna turn my... Alright, music is off. So, you guys started that AO pretty well. You went through the town. You ran into 2 squads. I sent up to basically deal with you. So you had a nice firefight in the town. Kept things pretty well. I had Outcast go on a marksman and just take pot shots at you. I told him if anyone was like holding still after a few shots, he'd start hitting them, or if you tried to engage him, he'd start hitting you. So you guys did the right thing of pulling away from that marksman, because there was no point in engaging him. And then you made your plan. I was a bit shaky about your plan, but hey, you know, I've seen you guys work miracles before. Then you all dismounted and decided to charge the one armored car on the airfield and the one AT turret on the airfield. And it didn't go too well. So I meant for that AO to be, the airfield. You know, it was fortified to the south, the east, and the west, but the north, it had a big major gap, and it had terrain that you could use to get up there. And instead you probably hit the strongest part of it. So yeah, it just turned into a bloodbath. You had Bren's going in front of the AT gun, or it wasn't. It was just the Falmenjäger paratrooper turret that they can set up. I just had one, and I had an armored car there too. And then your Brens went in front of it, and they started getting picked off. So, yeah, I don't know. Alpha, go ahead.
Alpha did well when clearing the town. Thank Obi Reds for being a corporal and leading the squadron through town while I was busy commanding the vehicle. We didn't expect there to be an armored car because we were dealing with paratroopers, but I guess we were surprised. All in all, orders were followed, so that's all I'm gonna say. Bravo.
Bravo basically did the same thing. We did really good with the town, held out to the southwest, went back on our vehicles, went and followed the road, got there a bit late, tried to see what was kind of overlooking our little valley that we were trying to sneak up to, and before we even got really settled, we got slapped once by that car, tried to go into deflate, tried to meet up with everybody else, got slapped again by the same armored car, and as well as what I believe was some sort of bunker position that we drove past. And that's all Bravo did. Up to you, Charlie.
So I'm a very aggressive squad leader. People know that. The plan that I had out was a case of Charlie push in, fucking Alpha do supportive fire. That was set in stone. It was set on 50. They understood. They accepted it. So when I'm moving up with my guys being on point, I see Alpha to my right moving up with me. We died as a result. There was better position for them to set up to get supportive fire, which they said that they was going to do, which never happened. Caused 16 people to die in one spot. To say that it was likely garrisoned on the north side, I'll accept that. But when we have no prior intelligence, no prior reconnaissance, how are we meant to know? We caught some glimpse of it on the southwestern side, and it was just literally a barricade of trenches. So far, okay, we'll try and pierce on the north, on what we believe on the north side, which was more of the case of towards east northeast, and that was the prime position for us to hit anyway. If you said that those were the two heaviest assets, well, if we take them out, then the rest is easy.
That's a fair strat. You gotta take them
Criticisms were
out.
drawn from players whilst talking to people about the armored car, being about it being a Russian Vic or some shite like that. Not too sure. They can give you more information. I don't fuck military manuals for a living. But it felt really like, yes, we were meant to be on demand, but that just felt real too much of a gut punch.
Next squad.
Delta was non-existent, so not much to say there.
Medics.
Medics had fun. I can see how this was a bit of a shit show on both ends. There was some things that I felt personally was a bit ridiculous, but there were some things player side that we fucked up. It's really good to have those markers on map to show where your squad is if you move them. I was looking for Alpha, and you still had your marker at the first fucking town. So we drove in front of 3 machine guns, which fucked our Vic. I then tried to walk to the Alpha marker, only to find no one there, and just a machine gun of German waiting for me. So, like, if you're gonna do that, make sure it's up to date, because you put an Alpha marker in the middle of an empty fucking field, and I died because of it. It's kinda, yeah, it was harsh. Yeah, it was a hard push into. But when you don't give your medics any information, we can't help you. That's all I gotta say.
So overall note, guys, is feel free to bash me on the Zeus feedback, but you guys didn't really do recon there, and I get what you were saying as. He's not even still here. Pretty much, guys, if you charge the strongest unit I have in the AO, I don't really know what your plan was. Maybe if you tried to flank it, but you literally went right in front of it, you know? So I just watched you all die, and I don't like seeing that because I want you guys to have a good time. But if you're literally going to throw yourselves in front of something, there's not really much I can do about that. The op was designed to have a major gap on the north that you could go through, or you could just go to where there was a break in the trench lines. You had Bren carriers. You could have maneuvered anywhere around that thing. You could have the 4th Bren carriers brought down. You could use that as a scout Vic. You know, I tried to give you all the tools here, but instead you just threw your head against a wall like you do in almost all of my ops, and this time it didn't work. So change your tactics, or it might happen again. Or you might win next time. I don't know. That's all I have to say. Regardless, hope you had fun. If you didn't, sorry. But this one was on you. Alright. That's going to be it. No, that's not going to be it for me today. I'm going to take a small break, and then we're going to go into Project 12 development. And yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you charge into... I don't know what to say, you know? Like... Thank you for watching. Go operate operationally. Next Wednesday, no, excuse me, this coming Wednesday will be the next form of the Op Tray campaign thingamajig. Otherwise, cheers, have a good one, and see you in about an hour if you want to stick around to see some development.